Hey guys, Andrew here. I'm going to run through some navigation tips inside of Sketchup so that you can get around more efficiently. I'll also go through a complex model and show you the best way to move around inside of Sketchup without having to use keyboard shortcuts too much and without having to use icons. Right, so traditionally you would always have a 3-button mouse. If you don't have a 3-button mouse with the little button in the center that you can click, or the little scroll wheel that you can click, you should get one. If you've got a 2-button Mac mouse, put that one in the drawer. It'll make it so much easier for you to use. Okay, so we're going to touch on the basics first. We're going to talk about zoom and how it works. If I zoom out and in from a location, Sketchup is actually zooming to that location. So for instance, if I wanted to go to the sunglasses over here, I would put my mouse on the sunglasses and I would zoom in and I would zoom out from that location. If you actually wanted to see over here more, if I actually zoomed out to the left, you'll notice that the right hand side of the screen is coming in. And it's something a little bit foreign or not native about navigating in 3D, but it's something good to learn, and I'll show you a little bit more of that in a complex model. Now the next thing I think is important is pan. Pan is essentially, you may be using the pan tool there, and you know what, it's too slow to keep going back and forwards to be able to navigate. I personally always would use my center scroll wheel to click, and you can either push shift and that will enable you to pan, and if you let go of shift, it will enable you to orbit. So you can do it a lot quicker. You can also click the center button and the left hand button at the same time if you've got fingers that can do that, because it's a little bit tough. It takes a bit of practice, but it means that you've got another hand you could be using on a keyboard. Right, so zooming in, zooming out, panning and orbiting are all pretty easy, especially in a model as simple as this. However, when you get to a little bit more complexity, it's very easy to get lost. So another very simple model here, and knowing how to zoom in, zoom out is important. So for instance, if I want to go through the window, obviously I want to actually scroll through the window, but if I orbit it inside of here, I can get caught inside of a wall, and you can see it's starting to happen there now. And then I'm sort of scrolling in and out and going, where am I? Basically, Shift Z will zoom extend that model for me. Okay, it makes it a lot easier to get out of tricky places. There's also another good way of navigating inside of SketchUp, and that is, say for instance, I wanted to look at this particular area of the model, and then I needed to go back and forth between different places. If you go up to View and go down to Animation and look there, you'll see Add Scene. If I click Add Scene, basically you'll notice that I've got Scene 1 up the top here. And what that means is that if I zoom out and go over to here and I wanted to look, say here, I can add another scene here. I'm going to show you what this does. I go Add. Right. If I go back to Scene 1, it's going to take me back to that location inside of the SketchUp model. If I go to Scene 2, I'm going to go back and I'm going to have a look at those locations. So it's remembering locations, and that's a really good way to navigate as well. There are also plugins that you could use as well. This particular plugin is PlusSpec. If I click this here and I go create scenes, I can create a whole different type of scene. So it could be for construction, documentation, 2D drawing, or whatever. I'm going to create all, and it's created a whole heap of scenes for me. So if I go elevation, it's basically taken me straight to an elevation view. If I go to elevation 2, you'll notice that I now have elevations there for me instantly. If I went to my floor plan, I have a floor plan. It automates the creation of scenes and helps navigation out a lot. There's also let's go back to say all here. It's also changing the view types from parallel projecting to perspective. So it just makes it easier to get around. Inside of SketchUp, you'll also notice, and I can show you how to get, you also notice the view menu. So that will also change your location on screen. So you can look at top, left, right, center, isometric. Okay. And to get that, you just right click up here and you'll go down and you'll look for views there, and you'll notice that I have views already ticked. Right click, use, and you can dock that inside of your toolbar. I don't like to have more than 2 layers of tools across my top of my SketchUp because usually a screen is wider than it is large, so I like to actually dock things down the left hand side. Alright, so moving on, what else can I show you? Let's have a look at say a more complex model. This is a large model, it probably is several kilometers across, and I'm going to just explain some things that are really helpful. So for instance, if I was say out here and I wanted to zoom in here, I can actually select it. So spacebar is your select tool, and if I right click it, I can actually go in here and I can go to zoom selection. Alright, that's a really cool way of actually seeing exactly what you want to see very, very quickly. There's also some other tools here. We've got in this PlusSpec toolbar, we have a mode, a 2D mode, and a 3D mode. So if I click this here, it's going to automatically change me into 2D parallel projection, which is something we're used to. When I was taught to draw, I used a drawing board and a rule. And importing plans and drawing over top of plans in a 2D mode is so much easier than it is to actually get into a 3D mode, especially when you're beginning. Another thing that's good, you can see that I can pan, as I said, with my mouse there, or if I push shift, so center scroll button, click and push shift, I can pan. However, if I wanted to get all the way over to the right hand side there, it can be a lot of panning, as you can imagine. It'd take me a long while to get there. Right, so here's a better way. If I scroll out from the left hand side of my model, you'll notice the right hand side of my model is coming in, as I mentioned before. That is the best way to get a long distance with pan but stay in the same view angle, provided you don't touch your orbit tool or center scroll button. You'll be able to orbit and move from left to right of the screen really, really quickly. Now, getting inside of complex models does take practice, so it's a good idea to actually just draw something and figure out how to get around it. I'll go back to this model that we drew here before. It's a good idea to go, well, okay, I'm on this side of the model and I need to get around to this side of the model. It's a good idea to practice. You'll notice that I'm orbiting on my model there because it's actually orbiting around the location. And then zooming in and zooming out is a really good way, especially when you want to get accurate. Zoom and getting close down to things enables you to be very accurate with inside of SketchUp, especially if you're going to draw something. So, you know, way back out here, I could sort of try and draw a rectangle and I might be lucky to be able to get where I wanted to go. However, if I zoom in, I can be 100% certain that the location of my pointer is in the right spot. All right. Well, I hope it helps out, guys. Don't forget, practice navigation in 3D. It does help a lot. If you want to find out more about the PlusSpec tool sets, you can just go to the PlusSpec website. Guys, if you found it helpful, hit like. If you found that you didn't like it, let us know why and hit dislike and we'll improve. Good on you. Cheers.